Hi, this is Bobby Cobb with the Adams Center, and I'm here with another speaker preview. Next Sunday, our guest is going to be Khalid El-Talabani, and his presentation is entitled War to Worship. And he's going to be talking about his exploration using psychedelics and how that has helped him really get insights into pure consciousness. So, Khalid, I'm real excited to have you talking next Sunday. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm really excited to be speaking. This is a subject I'm extremely passionate about. It's changed my life in so many ways, and I get choked up just talking about it. Like automatically, it's just a response, and I'm just so grateful that I've had this experience because I'm kind of gonna have this. I divide my life into two different chapters, really.
Right.
Pre-psychedelic experience and post, and then there's the actual experience itself. And I was just a little taste of who I was before. I was in the military. I had deployed to Iraq. I had never really had any experience with any drugs, whether it be marijuana, psychedelics, anything before. And going to war, it really it sent me through a loop. It was intense pain for me, a really hard time in my life, that I just didn't know if I was going to make it through. And marijuana kind of started that, and then that kind of opened my being up a little bit, my consciousness, just enough to be open to the idea of psychedelics, and eventually the pain. I needed the pain. I appreciate now what I went through. And had I not had that pain, I would not be who I am today. And I love myself. I love who I am. And it's just, when you're in it, you can't really see it.
Right.
And psychedelics, I opened to them, and I didn't know what to expect. Like nobody, I didn't hang around that type of crowd. I didn't know anybody else. I was living in the Valley. And it really just blew my whole world wide open. My consciousness and just the way I viewed life, myself. I felt a connection to everything all of a sudden, and God was speaking to me. Like it gave me a clear vision in my heart. I could finally see with my heart, and I knew what that meant.
Wow.
And it was just the most beautiful thing I could ever imagine, and I don't deserve any of it, but it came to me it was just pure grace. I can't even explain why, but here I am, and I have a purpose, and I just what it's done for me, I want to spread it. I want to educate people. I want to tell people my story. I want to just give my experience to people through speech as best I can. And if people are interested, I'm so happy to help people learn about this and do it in a safe and effective manner. And
Yeah.
just education is key.
Yeah. And there's a lot of literature recently coming out within the past 2 or 3 years. I know Johns Hopkins is doing psychedelic research on helping with PTSD.
Yes.
And a lot of people who have been with ketamine and
Uh-huh.
ayahuasca and
Oh
LSD,
yeah.
and a lot of those things have given people glimpse of our true nature as spiritual beings having a human experience. And it sounds like what you're going to be talking to us about on Sunday is right in line with that.
Oh yes, yes. I've even that's exciting as far as the research goes. Johns Hopkins University has a whole section of their hospital dedicated to psilocybin research. There's organizations like MAPS, Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, and I mean, even I was able to attend a ketamine therapy session with a psychiatrist a couple weeks ago, my first one. And just having somebody who is experienced and kind of knows how to not necessarily guide, because I don't believe anybody can guide you when you're in that. It's coming from you. But just having somebody able to steer just a little bit and just kind of get you back on course if your mind starts to wander in a direction that's not necessarily conducive, healthy for your growth. Um, and it was an amazing experience. So I'm super excited that these things are coming about, that the world is opening to this, and I really believe that this could be a part of the change that the world needs. We really, I believe that opening our consciousness in this way is just, it's a huge step. And even the VA is doing research on MDMA, ecstasy, for PTSD, and there's lots of promising research. And hopefully I could be one, a candidate when it first, hits the ground there, and they take off with it. So I'm just really, it's a passion of mine, and I haven't until now. I haven't really come out with it until now, because it is. I mean, it's still legality.
Right.
It's a challenge,
Yeah. It still is
But
it's a controversial subject, but it's getting so much more into the mainstream.
right, right, and I'm ready to start telling my story and to educate and make the world aware. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's kind of just where I'm at, and I think it'll be a very fun and exciting just time to gather and share, um, and hopefully learn a few things. I hope that other people have things to maybe add, and I would like to learn from others too.
Yeah, there's always good sharing at the
Yeah,
Adams Center.
like I
And
did. Yeah,
one thing that comes through loud and clear is the passion that you've got for this subject, and the way that it's touched your life, and obviously very profoundly. So we're excited
yeah.
to have you. So uh, Khalid's going to be speaking at the Adams Center this upcoming Sunday, May the 23rd. We get going at 9:30-ish. Adam's kind of we're not really so much on the clock, but 9:30 is our official start time. And the Adams Center is located at the corner of C Street and Dowling Avenue. Our address is 6000 C, 9:00, or I'm sorry, 9:30.
Mhm.
And Khalid El-Talabani is going to be our speaker there. So if you're interested in hearing more about this subject, this cutting edge research, and the difference that it's making in people's lives, we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you
Yeah,
very
and I
much for
just wanted
tuning in.
to
Oh, go
I just
ahead.
wanted to thank
Absolutely.
you. I just wanted to thank you before we close here. Thank you guys for being what you are at the Adams Center, and you're just such a beautiful group of people that I've recently discovered, and I've only been there a few times now, but I feel welcome. I feel at home, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, and we're real glad to have you as part of our community. So you're welcome, and thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you Sunday.
Take care.